Hello, welcome back, or welcome in if you are new. My name is Rachel and this is my channel where I give you updates on all of my cross stitch and some of my other crafty things that I've been working on over the past month. Today is July 1st, 2026, and let's just get started. So what I was working on back in June was three main projects. The first half I worked on 250 stitches a day for the first 15 days, and that was Mother's Love and Solar System. So let's get started showing you those and where I got. The first project here I'll show you is Mother's Love, and I got a column finish on it. So I'm back up at the top of the project again. Just taking it out of the hoop. So where I was last time, I was finishing this last page here. Nothing but background and a little bit of the mom's back. Let's see. That's where I was. And then I finished that and I came up here. And I started on that page for that column. And I'm glad it doesn't appear like there's any line, any page lines showing. And on this project, the goal was to get to 25% this year, which I was able to meet this month. So I got 25% exactly, and I did a total of 3,530 stitches. And the next project I was working on, I'm excited to show you, is Solar System. About Mother's Love. It is Mother's Love by Mystic Stitch, but they no longer exist, and so I don't know if you're able to get that pattern anywhere. And that is worked on. I'm working on that pattern on 22 count hard anchor 1/1 full cross. The next project, Solar System, charted by Paine Crafts. Artist is Adrian Chesterman. I'm doing this one on 18 count Ada 2/1 full cross. This one I'm excited because I got a lot of stitches done. So I'm only needing, my goal is to only get 250 stitches a day on these first two projects in the first half of the month. This one I did a lot more because I had a little bit of a goal to finish Venus on it. And so I'll show you where I was. I was working over here, and in this little asteroid is what I needed to finish from last time, and I got that done. And then I moved over and I finished Venus. And I'm so excited that I was able to get this done. And here is the piece. This is where I've got it to now. And this one's goal was only to get to 25% as well. And I got it to 27.31%. And I did a total of 6,901 stitches. Sorry, my little baby's playing in the background here. Hold on. Okay. So yeah, this is what I've got to on it. And this is kind of the whole piece. So I might put up on the screen here a few pictures where I plan on starting it. Where I plan on going next is filling in this area here, and it kind of goes down into Earth, so I'll try to show it better with some photos. So Earth is right here, right after Venus. It starts here, and it's pretty big. It goes all the way down and around like that. And I'm going to be working in the space here. I'm going to avoid Earth for now, and I'm going to try to complete this like kind of area here between Earth and Mars. I think that's where I'm going to go next. Okay. So there's that one. And then the next project is my main focus for this year. It is my Hey 2026 Sal. Hold on. Okay, so he's ran off and left the loud little toy alone. So it's my Hey 2026 Sal. It is Whisper of Wishes, tried by Heaven and Earth Designs. The artist is L&L Designs. It's going off by itself now. And this is where I am. So last time, and I'll probably put a picture up here of the full thing. I don't want to take it out. I was finishing this page down here. And so I got a column finish. And I finished that, and I'll try to put a picture up of the full thing. I took one. And that's where I was, and I finished that. I'm going way off the screen here. Try to finish this. Let's see if it'll focus a little bit. And then I came back up here to the top. And that's what I've got done. So this is almost half a page done, I would say. Counting all these little stitches in here, it's probably about half the page is done. And this one is worked on 28 count, 1/1 full cross. Very stiff fabric, if you can't tell. And so I'm all caught up. So I remember last month I told you that I got behind on this, and I didn't get to catch up that month. And so during this month, during the first half, I was able to sneak in doing a couple. Even with doing more on Solar System than I needed, I was still able to sneak this in and get about 250 stitches for the last like 4 days of the first half of the month, to catch it up for what I didn't do in May. And so that's all caught up. I have a total now of 45,993 stitches. And I thought last night, I was like, I just need 7 more to get to 46,000 even. But I decided not to do that. So, but yeah, this time I'm currently at 51.67% complete on this. And I did a total of 8,383 stitches this month on this project. So halfway there. And it's scheduled to be done by December 30th. And I'm really hoping that I will get there. Hoping that I'll be able to keep up, so that I can get it done in time to get the rewards for the Sal. Okay. That's all for my like full coverage projects that I've done. Didn't work on any other full coverage. I did work a little bit on my Quaker monthly Quakers from the Heart Needle Art, and this is May. And I did a little bit more on this during I went to my mom's one day, worked on it a little, and so I didn't think I'd get anything done on these during the summer, but I've been trying to stick it in here and there with some free time. And so all I think I have 2 motifs left. I have the May right here. I'll probably show you a picture. May will be written in here. And then I think there's one more little motif at the bottom here. I could be wrong though. Oh yeah, I'm wrong. So I just have the one. I just have the one motif left. So, and that should be pictured. So that is almost done. May. Then I'll move on to June. We'll see if I actually get any of that done. There's no goal on it right now, so. And then, sorry about the noise. Okay, and then that's all for my cross stitch projects this month. The last thing, Oh, actually, yeah. So that's all for what I've worked on cross stitch wise. So I'll show you what I'm going to be working on in the month of July. Hello. Yeah, you can see me. So what I'm going to be working on for the first half of July, I'm bringing back out Mandala 42, charted by Cross Stitch Collectibles. So this one was always slated to come out again because I know I wasn't going to get to the goal the first time I worked on it. I think it was May. Even though I did, I think if you remember, I didn't completely do the 250 stitches a day on this. I did get behind, so hopefully this month I'm gonna have to do a little bit extra pushing, but hopefully I can get to the goal on this. And this is where it's starting point. This is a 25 count easy grid fabric. First time I've ever worked on 25 count, so I like it. It's soft, but I don't like the gridding, how it's on the actual square, and that I have to kind of remember each time I start to work on this, I have to kind of remember where like the beginning of the 10 by 10 actually starts. Those who've worked on this probably know what I'm talking about, but once I get into a groove, it's not too bad. So that one's coming out, and the goal on that one is to get to, I think it's 10%. Yeah, 10% this year, and I'm currently at 7.16% on that. Did I say 17? 7.16%. I need to get to 10. The next project that I'll be pulling out will be the first time I'm pulling it out this year. Sorry, hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay. So my threads got caught in the zipper. So my park threads got caught in the zipper. Okay. No, that's the wrong project. Where is it? Here. Okay, so the next project, first time bringing it out this year, is Elephant Mandala, charted by Cross Stitch Collectibles. Elephant Mandala 1. And this is going to be... Okay. I was getting confused on the direction. I was thinking it goes this way, but no, it goes this way. This is going to be my starting point. And this one, I really like working on this one. I get a good flow because I'm just color completing in kind of the sections, and it's just, it doesn't have that many colors, and especially in each section, if you see on the picture, the rainbow kind of look. So I'm just kind of completing. I'm done with the teal colors, and I've zeroed a lot of those out. Like almost all the teal colors are zeroed out. The white color, white, and another one goes out through the whole piece basically, so those won't be zeroed out yet, but most of all the teal colors are. And now I'm working on this dark strip here of kind of like dark blues, and those will get zeroed out as well when I'm done. And so this one's goal, and I'm quite excited to work on this, is because it's currently at 30.94%. The goal is to get to 40% this year, and that's going to take a lot of pushing. My calculations on this say at 250 stitches a day, it should take 19 days, 19.4 days to get to 40%. But because I get on a good flow with this one, I think I'll get over the 250 a day, and hopefully I can squeeze that into 15 days instead of 19 or 20 really, rather, to get to the goal on this, because I don't have it marked to come out again, so I'm gonna have to try to push it. But I could, because I will be done with this like rotation of the two projects in the first half of the month. I'll be done with that. I'll have done it on all of my projects minus my new start in August. August will only have one project, and that'll be Amira. that I have to do 250 stitches to get to its goal. And so I can stick this in August with Amira if I wanted to, but also there's the rest of the year too that I don't have any plans on except for working on Whisper of Wishes 500 days for 15 days. So those September, October, November, and December are kind of free for what I need to do for my plans. So I'll just try to see what I want to do for those. But this is worked on 22 count hard hanger 1/1 full cross, and I'm quite excited to get this one out and get this one working. And I'm thinking for my plans, one of the months maybe I'm thinking of taking out one of my projects closer to a finish, like Swinging Under the Moon, and maybe for the first half of the month I do 500 stitches on that. Just to kind of push it to get it closer to a finish. Maybe I'll do something like that, because that one's currently at, I think it's around 30. Let me see, where did I get that one to? It's at 30.04%. And so it'd be nice to just put in another, because that would be another like 7,500 stitches if I did that. And that would be quite a big jump in percentages. Let me see. That would probably be almost another. That would probably be almost another 10% on it if I was to do that much stitching. So, the last thing. So that's all for the cross stitch and plans, I guess. A little bit on plans. The last thing that I want to show you is the knitting project that I was working on. I showed you last time. I haven't got too much more done on it. I'm still working on the sleeves. And this is the Take Your Time cardigan by Jorge Locatelli. And so there's this sleeve that's been on hold for a while because I ran out of this light color, if you remember. And then I decided to work on the second sleeve until that color came in. And so I worked on this until I got the new color, and then when I got it, I'm continuing on this sleeve instead of, continuing on this sleeve. I'm gonna finish this. This is where I've gotten to on that, and I think I was up here somewhere when I showed you last time. So I'm almost done. I have one more. I have this brioche section. I'm really bad at this, I'm noticing. And so it's going to look like this, but on the sleeve. Have that section, and then this garter stitch section, and then I'm at the end and I will do the ribbing also, kind of like I did the body. So it'll look like this, and it'll be ribbing, but for the sleeve. So I'm almost done with this sleeve, and then as you probably can tell where I am at on this one too. So they're going to be the same. So, and then the only thing after that is the collar. And the collar is knit in this, it's going to be knit in this medium, this blue. So, but we'll see. I'm going to have to, I don't have it right now, but the first skein, this is all I have left of the blue. And then I have a second little tiny chunk of it. It's not as small as this. Obviously, I thought there was enough there that I would be able to finish and I wouldn't need to buy another skein, but I think I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to buy a new one, but I'm just going to play some yarn chicken until the end, basically. Because if I have to buy a new skein, I'm not going to need the whole thing, and so I'm going to end up with more leftovers to try to use, because this project is full of just leftovers. And so that's why I'm trying to, get rid of some of my stash that I have just lying around, because I have a lot of yarn. So this project was taking some of that up, and I'm gonna have to buy more yarn for it again, because with the light color that I had to buy, I'm not gonna need that whole skein, so I'm gonna have that left over and the till again because they were left over already, and now used those up, had to buy new to complete the project. But it is what it is. That's fine. Stuff happens. So that's all for me today, and I will see you next month. Happy stitching. Bye-bye.